First of all, I invite Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Lamba for report presentation. Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Lamba ji, please.
Thank you, Pandey sir. A very warm good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, Gurukul Kangadi Vishwavidyalaya Professor Rupkishore Sastry sir, Chief Guest of this Valedictory Ceremony, and Regional Officer, Northern Region, AICT, respected Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari sir, Guest of Honor, Examination Controller, Gurukul Kangadi Vishwavidyalaya, Professor M.R. Verma sir, respected Dean of FET, Professor Dr. Pankaj Madan sir, respected deans and heads of various departments of different faculties of GKV, media persons, and dear participants. A very warm good afternoon to all of you. I, Sanjeev Kumar Lamba, coordinator of FDP, welcome you all in this valedictory session of this FDP on alternate fuels, biofuels. This FTP is sponsored by AICT under AICT Training and Learning Academy Faculty Development Program. The FTP was inaugurated with other 67 more FDPs under the banner of Atal AICT by Honorable Chairman AICT Professor Anil D. Shastrabudhe and Honorable Vice Chairman AICT Dr. M.P. Punia on September 21, 2020. Total 123 participants registered from about 100 institutions of 70 different districts all over the India. The keynote speaker for the first session of day one was Dr. Siddharth Jain. He is Dean Research, College of Engineering, Roorkee. He discussed about biofuels from algae. Dr. Gaurav Dwivedi from Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal, speaker of session 2 of day 1, delivered his talk on quality aspects of biofuels. Dr. Anil Kumar from Department of Mechanical Engineering, Delhi Technological University, Delhi, present his talk on application of solar energy in biomass energy conversion process. The second day of the FDP started with an energetic talk on stress management in meditation by an expert from Art of Living, Dr. Anand Jaiswalji. For second session, we have Dr. M. Suresh from KITS Karunya University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He gave us his talk on production of biodiesel, performance and emission characteristics of our. Grateful justification. Culture and food. Of day 3. Day Powell. We are very at Delhi associated with the speaker in third enlightened from Department of Government Science, Gurukul Kangadi Vishwavidyalaya, give a valuable talk on generation of biogas from MSW. Dr. Varun Pratap Singh delivered a valuable talk on an emergent technology, a simple hybrid kitchen, complete renewable solution. I am thankful to all the speakers associated with us from different institutions, pan-India, for their important deliberations. Thank you all. Over to Pandey sir.
Thank you, Lamba sir. Now I invite to Professor Pankaj Madan, who is the director of this FDP, and he is our Dean of Faculty of Engineering Technology, Gurukul Kangadi Vishwavidyalaya, for welcome address. Sir, please. Dean sir.
Hello, am I audible? Pandey ji, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. आप audible.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Honorable
Kuldeep?
Professor Roopkishore Shastri ji,
Yep.
most respected Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari
अब
ji,
आवाज खुल गई है या बंद है? खुल गई है?
Professor
अनम्यूट कर.
Mukesh Ranjan Verma ji, Examination Controller, Mr. Lamba, Dr. Sanjeev Lamba, Mr. Sunil Kumar, Dr. Shobhit Srivastava, Praveen Kumar Pandey, Yogesh Kumar ji, Mr. Vikas Deswal, and Mr. Kavindra, and my dear participants from all over India and scholars. It's a matter of great pride and pleasure for me to be on this valedictory session of this 5 days Atal FDP sponsored by AICTE. The topic is very useful and very valid in the present times because we all know that the conventional fuels, especially the crude based fuels, are going to be extinct in next few years, and will be depending on alternative fuels. So when we talk about these alternative fuels, the biofuels automatically comes to our mind. And when we talk about the alternative fuels, one of the most important aspect is the cost of production of fuel. So when we talk about cost of production of fuel, I am reminded of various news which are coming these days. 2-3 days back, there was a news that United States is withdrawing from Afghanistan, and they have not given any responsibility to any next country for peace. On the other side, there was a news yesterday by the Chinese president when he talks about and he gives a target of carbon neutral by 60-60. Now, all these things are interrelated. Before, the shale gas technology was maybe 30 to 20 years back, 20 years back rather, the cost of drilling and taking out the shale gas was very high in comparison to the crude oil. And at that time, since this technology was costly and cost was high, the shale gas deposits with US was of no use. Nobody was looking to United States as a power supply or as an important supplier or competitor. Everybody was looking towards the OPEC countries. But as soon as in the last 5-6 years, when this technology, they worked they did a lot of hard work in improving this technology, and now the shale gas is equally important, and its cost of production has gone dramatically very down in comparison to the other fuels, and it has also become an important fuel. What has happened that has made that country sustainable and dependent on themselves. So when we talk about Atmanirbhar Bharat and we don't have so much of supply of crude or various other resources, so one of the choice to be Atmanirbhar is either we have renewable resources and dependency on renewable resources. On the other side, we can talk about the biofuels because we have a lot of fertile land. But definitely, the point is that what is the cost of production? If the cost of production of biofuel becomes less, although it is considered to be very less, but when we see its opportunity cost and also the technology which can use these kind of biofuels. Like there is a big lobby of automobile manufacturers in this world, which compel most of the countries to decide upon the type of fuel which they use for various purposes. And same is with the factories or the corporates which are using to move the equipments in their factories. So, my dear friends, we heard about so many experts, 13 experts in last 5 days, in which they emphasized on the technology, they emphasized on the source, they emphasized on the production process, and discussed that how these biofuels can be made more competitive and be useful for our society and make India Atmanirbhar. So I wish the organizing team for conducting this 5 days FDP on biofuels, alternative fuels, and Dr. Tiwari is with us. I am highly thankful to Dr. Tiwari. I am highly thankful to Soni Saab. I am highly thankful to Girdhari Lal ji, the chairman, Chess Buddhi Saab, the vice chairman, Punia Saab, and all the directors for considering Faculty of Engineering and Technology and Uttarakhand for giving these FDPs. This is our second FDP. We already got 3 FDPs. One we have already done on leadership with a huge applause, in which 200 participants from 123 institutions and more than 23 states they participated. So this one again is our second feather in the Gurukul Kangri feather. This is the second feather in Gurukul Kangri cap, which in which almost 100, because this is a very specialized kind of field, biofuels. So I'll take not much of the time. So with this, I will end my voice saying that all the technologies, if they have human face and they can be properly utilized for the human beings, for their welfare, and make our country self-sustainable, then only these training programs and these technologies can be considered useful. So we are very curious to listen to our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Tiwari Saab and Mukesh Ranjan Verma ji. So not taking much of the time, I thank the organizing team for inviting me on this valedictory section. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We are happy to announce that our chief guest, Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari sir, has joined us. So first of all, now I invite our participant for sharing their feedback. So first of all, I invite Dr. Harmendra Goyal, Professor GBPIT, Pauri Garhwal. So Dr. Harmendra Goyal ji.
Yes, I am audible, sir, to all of you.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving me this time to say something related to this FDP. Myself, Professor Goyal, Professor Harmendra Goyal, working as a professor in chemistry here at State Engineering College, Pauri. This FDP, actually, when I go through to the Atal website, then I was just thinking about this particular FDP related to the biofuel. Because one of the topic we are here using, we are discussing with the students, but not too much material we have with us. That's why I just joined this particular topic and I gave the sufficient information related to it. So I'm just saying few words related to the FDP, what are the feedback from my side and what are the shortcomings which is very much necessary to be understood. I'm thankful to the Vice Chancellor and the Chief Guest, Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari, the Director, Professor Pankaj Madan, Coordinator Sanjeev Kumar Lamba, and all the team associates of this FDP, and my dear participants. It is my pleasure that I am being invited to say a few words related to this FDP, alternate fuels, special contest with biofuels. It's a good FDP for 5 days, very concise, very informative. The speakers are renowned in their field and having latest knowledge about the subject of biofuels. This is my second course. I'm doing the second course on the same topic. I received the good information, knowledge, and related to the topic. Although all the speakers are very renowned, I'm not being too much mature to say something related to the persons. But especially, I have received sufficient amount of material from Dr. Anil Kumar, DPU Delhi, who has discussed about the solar energy on biomass conversion process, and Professor Ritu Banerjee on technology about ethanol production, Professor Atish Seni on solar power in fuels, and Dr. Varun Pratap on alternate energy and hybrid city. I have to give the more stress about the stress management meditation by Dr. Anand Jaiswal. That's a pillar in the FDP, and it will give a more relaxation during the process. Although all these things are very good, but I will be more beneficial if I get this information offline. There are certain problems in the online process. So one of the process is disturbance. There are lots of disturbance during the lecture. This is one of the reasons. Network issue is another one. And less interaction with the speaker. I try to interact largely with the speakers. If possible, sometimes they may irritate. But this is the problem of during this FTP. But one more important problem is there is no eye contact with the speaker. So the interaction by means of eye or interaction by means of words is very less. That is the problem. Although this is a very common problem for online FTP. Although the complete process was very much time bound, the team are working very good, and I am again requesting to the organizer to provide the material related to the each topics from the side of the speaker, which will be much helpful to us further. And again, it is to be pointed out that we have a big potential in biofuels, and it can replace the energy need of India, even of the world, if we go into the right direction. I am thankful to the all organizers, and I am requesting to organize another FTP, possibly if it be offline, more interaction and more research-related material we can receive. Thank you very much. Thank you to the all the team members of the FTP. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Harminder. We will take care in next FTP. अभी थोड़ा सा हम प्रोग्राम में चेंज करते हुए जो फीडबैक के लिए है उनको बाद में बुलाते हैं. So continue with this program. I invite Professor M.R. Verma, Examiner Controller, Gurukul Kangadi University, to say a few words. Verma sir, please sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes sir.
Am I audible?
Yes sir.
Okay. Good afternoon to you all. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Roop Kishore Shastri ji, Chief Guest of this valedictory function, Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari, the Regional Officer, Northern Regional Office, AICTE, Kanpur, Professor Pankaj Madan, Director, FDP and Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Sri Sanjeev Kumar Lamba, Head, Department of Mechanical Engineering, my other colleagues in the FET, and a large number of participants I have been just told who took part in this FDP. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor has always been insistent upon inspiring teachers in participating this kind of program, because only by participating in interactions of academic nature, of practical nature and technical nature can the meaning of education be realized. So unless we meet and take part in these deliberations, these training programs, these discussions, these webinars, there won't be an interchange of ideas. So they are highly important. And I'm happy to say that our Vice Chancellor has, since he joined here, insisted upon this kind of activity among the teachers. And the result is there. Professor Pankaj Madan just told us that he has been organizing, he is a dynamic dean, and he has been organizing this kind of activity around the year. So I'm happy and thankful to the faculty and Professor Madan and Sri Lambaji for inviting me to be here. Well, I'm not an expert in this field. I'm a professor of English. But as an aware citizen of this country who reads news, takes part in discussion, and tries to understand the happenings going on around the world, I do have something to say about it. We all know that it was with the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century in England and other European countries, and later on down the century in other parts of the world and countries, that this cry for fuel started. Because fuel was needed for everything: industry, ships, later on railways, airplanes, cars, electricity, and finally to run machines of different kinds. So it had to be there. Since fossil fuel takes millions of years to generate, and the way we were spending it, as if there won't be any tomorrow, the crisis had to emerge, had to come, and it came. If we look at certain political developments, which are not directly linked to fuel or issues of fuel, for example, the war on Iraq or the tussle in Gulf countries, are all indirectly related to fuel. And the economic consequences of this kind of pressure for a developing country like India, which is not yet fully developed, we are on the path of development, is huge. So we had to think of alternative fuels. We thought about solar energy, we thought about tidal energy, we thought about wind energy, and then this kind of biofuels. This had to come into picture. So discussions like this, trainings like this, interchange of ideas like this are definitely very useful. Whatever little I know, I have gone through the major areas that you discussed during this FDP program. One of it was ethanol, and I have come to know that the liquid biofuel in the greatest production is ethanol, made by fermenting starch or sugar. Brazil and United States are the leading countries in that. The second most common liquid biofuel is biodiesel, which is made primarily from oily plants such as soybean or oil palm. In those days, the preceding days, you must have discussed about all those things. Unfortunately, I couldn't be a part of all those proceedings, deliberations. But the onus lies on the researchers in India. As Professor Madan referred to Honorable Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat. We have to think of that, because the cost of the traditional fossil fuel is so huge. Even though we have started and have achieved a remarkable success in offshore drilling, oil is scarce in India. And if the international crude oil price rises, the impact on economy is huge, deep. So we do have to think about alternative fuels, like things that you have already discussed. But I would like you to keep two things in mind. That any such alternative fuel must be cost effective, number one. And second, they must be eco-friendly. Only then this search would be regarded as a valid search. We are still at a very early stage in these regards. We have come across newspaper reports. For example, in Uttarakhand, we talk about a plant called Jatharofa, which is being used for biofuel, and all over the country. So we do have to find different plants, the ways to convert that into a fuel, and to use that biofuel in different kinds of industries, and particularly in our transport system. I'm happy that I have been made a part of it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir, for your valuable word. Thank you very much, sir. Now I invite our chief guest, Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari, sir, for blessing.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening to all. Honorable Professor Roop Kishore Sharma ji, Vice Chancellor, Kangadi Gurukul Vishwavidyalaya, Controller of Examination Verma ji, Pankaj Madan ji, Sanjeev Kumar Lama ji, and other fellow colleagues who have done this FDP for 5 days, and the experts who have delivered the lecture for this Atal FDP, which is being held in the Gurukul Kangadi Vishwavidyalaya. So, good evening to all, and I would like to thank the institution for inviting me for this occasion to say a few words. So, first of all, I would like to say that one thing, that Atal FDP which you have taken is a great initiative of the AICTE. One of the expert who was giving some feedback, he told few drawbacks of the online process, and actually this is the way when we see something, so it is always a question ki how we are going to see. When glass is half full, so you are seeing the full part or the empty part, it depends. Like for us, it is a great initiative that has been taking place, because in all offline mode, that is the physical mode, when we were doing the FDP, we were allowing 50 participants to attend the FDP. And last year we have done around the 100 FDPs, and in which almost 12,000 faculties were being got the this emerging areas technology. In that, only 12,000 were being benefited. Now, when we have started, then we initially given the task when the lockdown was started on last week of the March. Then it was, everything was come to stand still. But we started with a saying that instead of going for physical FDP, let us go for the online FDP, and we given initially very limited number, around 84, and we allowed allowing started this 100 participant per FDP. Then we saw there is huge demand, and even for single FDP there are so many 10,000 or more participants were asking to attend. So we have gone up to some level, and we thought of to give it to 200. So 200 per FDP were being allowed. Now you can imagine ki one FDP which was being done in physical mode only 50, and now in this 200, so it is fourfold. Then second thing, the funding. Sorry, initially funding was given 2.1 lakh for all the expenditure which the institution does. Now it is given 93,000, so almost 40%. So if you see, the enhancement of the applicability of this FDP has gone to almost tenfold. In a way that we are reaching out to more and more participants. As the institute has informed that 21 states have participated. Now you can you imagine that Dehradun, if you are having a physical mode, 21 states are representing the one FDP. It is almost impossible. Second thing, what is happening, that you ask the organizers, they are so liberty that they can reach out to any expert throughout the India, and they can take on board. So it is very much liberty, because they have not to call the expert to their place. The expert is sitting at their place and giving you the lecture that is the best in the industry. So that is another advantage. Third is that when you are not coming to any place, see, the organizers will always be busy in calling the experts, calling the dignitaries, and then they are not worried about their lecture, but they are worried about their hospitality. So that has cut down. Now I am sitting in my office and participating in this. I have not to go anywhere. That's why I could have say yes. Similarly, there are so many experts who are so busy that giving a lecture of 1 hour or 2 hour, they have to travel one day before and one day after. That means for giving a lecture of 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours, they have to spend 3 days. But now it is not that case. The time they log in, they come on the board, they can, as soon as the lecture is over, they can leave. So it is the liberty to that all the stakeholders that they can approach to the best in the industry. Fourth is that the hospitality part is too burden on any of the organizer. I always feel if somebody is coming to their institution, they have to take care of their vehicle, tea, lunch, stay arrangement and all. They are bothered about all the time about this. If something is missing, then how this person who is reaching their institution will feel like, because they हमारे जो संस्कार है वहाँ कहा जाता है अतिथि देवो भव. तो जब अतिथि अगर देव के समान उसको हम मानते हैं तो उसकी हर चीज का ध्यान रखते हैं. So that way if you feel, so there are so many advantages also. Then I have personally attended the 2 FDPs initially, and I can say the quality is very good. Only the thing which your expert has told, that one expert, that the face-to-face mode, eye contact, no doubt, these are the important factors. But can we manage with this online FDP also? So one of the things that I can imagine ki if you have the blended mode, same way as the teaching is going on, if you have a blended mode of teaching, the 80% you can spend on the online and 20% which are require hands-on experience, then you can call the students in the laboratory or some kind of workshop or something, then it is a good. Similarly, you can go for 60 to 40%. Similarly, you can go for 50. It depends on the type of the session, or it depends on the type of the lecture. It depends on the type of the material which you want to give to the students. Similarly, the FDPs can be done in both the blended mode. Then the topic which you have chosen is no doubt is the best of the topics, because see, when you talk about this fuel, then clean fuel is a very important thing. And you know that this ethanol use was allowed around 20 years back in India to mix in the petrol. There were two things, when major two things which were in the minds of the government, that one, to reduce their energy trade bill, because most of the oil is imported, oil and gas, all other things are imported. So if you go for mixing, say 5%, then 10%, so at least the exchequer have little bit less load. The second thing, that all these sugar mills which are producing this ethanol, that the bagasse was going waste. So that way it can be utilized. Now ethanol, then Jatropha is there. The Brazil has worked a lot then on the Jatropha also, and there are so many work is going on in India also. But we have again to go to some extent for utilizing in, say, more than 10% in the fuel, and then 20%, 30%. And if sometime we can go for 100% dependent on the ethanol, certain type of technology could be developed, which is being in use in certain part of the world. And Nissan has also come up with this policy in 2016 that they will make the institution to vehicle which are being used by the ethanols, that they can run on the ethanol. So that way, this technology surely will benefit our all the participants. And I hope this all the participants who have spent 5 days must have enjoyed the working in a sense that by sitting there in their office or in at their home, they could have done this and learn a lot of things, and they must have got some connection with the experts of the field, so that they can utilize their expertise in future also. And I give the best wishes to the organization, that Gurukul Kangadi Vishwavidyalaya, to hold this workshop and keep going. And I congratulate all the organizing committee for having this wonderful workshop. Thank you. Thank you all. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, really, future is for alternate fuel, e-business, and e-learning also. I think we are lacking in this field. Now we, in this pandemic era, we have started. It is really beautiful, and sir has elaborated the things. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Now I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Roop Kishore Shastri, sir, to address us. Sir, मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही?
यस जी, आवाज आ रही है? हाँ पंकज, डॉक्टर पंकज, आवाज आ रही है?
यस सर, आ रही है.
ओके. हमारे चीफ गेस्ट डॉक्टर मनोज कुमार तिवारी जी, आपका मैंने अभी अभी उद्बोधन सुना और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि आपने बहुत सारी चीज़ों को बहुत कम शब्दों में और बड़े शिद्दत के साथ में रखा. मैं गुरुकुल कांगड़ी विश्वविद्यालय की ओर से विशेषकर आपका अभिनंदन करता हूं, आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि आपने कानपुर से ही हमको यहाँ पर एड्रेस किया और इस बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट विषय पर अपने विचार एक चीफ गेस्ट के रूप में रखे. हमारे प्रोफेसर वर्मा साहब, इनको मैंने अभी सुना, हमारे ये बहुत ही एक प्रकार से हर समय सहायता के लिए तैयार रहते हैं और बड़े ही गंभीरता के साथ पूरा अपना कार्य कर रहे हैं विश्वविद्यालय में. डॉक्टर पंकज मदान, जो आपने ये कार्यक्रम रखा, इसके लिए मैं आपको और आपकी पूरी टीम को, इसमें संजीव लांबा वगैरह सब जितने भी आपके टीम के मेंबर्स हैं, मैं सबका बहुत ही एक तरह से आशीर्वाद के रूप में विश करता हूं, मंगल कामना देता हूं कि आप लोगों ने इतने एक ज्वलंत समस्या वाले विषय को छुआ है. ये एक ऐसा विषय है जिससे इस धरती पर रहने वाले प्राणियों को जूझना पड़ेगा. ये अल्टरनेट फ्यूल और बायो फ्यूल के ऊपर जो एक यहाँ पर वेबिनार किया और आज इसका वैलिडिक्टिव सेशन, जो सभी विद्वानों का आप लोगों ने अब तक विचार सुने हैं. मैंने ये अभी अभी मुझे पता लगा कि लगभग 30 एक्सपर्ट्स ने इस विषय पर अपने विचार बहुत ही गंभीरता के साथ प्रस्तुत किए हैं और मैं समझता हूं कि इन दिनों में आप लोगों ने बहुत सारे वैल्यूएबल विचार संग्रहित किए होंगे. उनके ऊपर भी स्टडी करें, रिसर्च करें, शोध भी करें. लेकिन जो एक समस्या है आज इस पूरे विश्व की, वो फ्यूल की है और फ्यूल के ऊपर कई देशों में युद्ध भी हो चुका है और आगे भी युद्ध होने की संभावनाएं बहुत है. और मैं समझता हूँ खाड़ी देशों में खासकर युद्ध के अगर कोई कारण हो सकता है, कोई हेतु हो सकता है, वो इस फ्यूल का ही है. ये कब तक चलेगा? 10, 20, 50, 60, 100 साल तक चल सकता है. आखिर ये जो इस पूरी दुनिया में लगभग 7.5 अरब व्यक्ति है और इतने अरबों गाड़ियां हैं, अनेक साधन हैं जिसमें कि फ्यूल की ही खपत होती है. आखिरकार ये कभी तो खत्म होगा. इस प्रकृति का दोहन करते करते मनुष्य एक समय ऐसा आएगा कि उसे सोचना पड़ेगा कि हमको इस कैसे निर्भर रहना होगा. आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो एक अपना प्रोग्राम चलाया है पूरे देश के लिए और सारे दुनिया के लिए एक आदर्श है कि कैसे हम आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाए। ये आत्मनिर्भर भारत की ही बात नहीं, बल्कि पूरे आत्मनिर्भर विश्व की बड़ी बात होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारी जो संस्कृति है वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की है, और जिसमें यत्र विश्वम भवत्येक नीडम, कि सारा जो विश्व है हमारा एक नीड है, हमारा एक घोंसला है। तो हम उसी लेवल की बात करते हैं, हम एक छोटे स्तर की बात नहीं करते। ये हमारी संस्कृति की, ये हमारी कल्चर की, और एक हमारी जो भारतीय और वैदिक मनीषा है उसकी एक उदात्तता है। लेकिन इसके पीछे जो भी चिंतन काम करता है वो वैदिक एक चिंतन है। और मैं वैदिक चिंतन के आधार पर ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि वेद में इसके संबंध में बहुत कुछ उल्लेख किया है कि जब ये कोई भी ऊर्जा के स्रोत खत्म हो जाए तो उस समय एक बहुत बड़ा ऊर्जा का स्रोत आपके पास है, और वो है सूर्य, और वो है आदित्य, जिससे अक्षय भंडार है ऊर्जा का। और वेद में साफ कहा है सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्थ, अर्थात ये जो सूर्य है वो विश्व की ऊर्जा का भंडार है, आत्मा है वो। और ऐसी आत्मा कि जो कभी मरती नहीं है। जब तक ये ब्रह्मांड रहेगा और जब तक ये सूर्य रहेगा तब तक मनुष्य को ऊर्जा के क्षेत्र में चिंता करने की आवश्यकता नहीं होनी चाहिए। लेकिन आवश्यकता इस बात की है कि किस प्रकार से हम सोलर एनर्जी का, किस प्रकार से हम उस आदित्य से वो चीज ले सकें जो जिसकी वैकल्पिक व्यवस्था इस सारे संसार के लिए कर सकें। वो एकमात्र ही ऐसा ऊर्जा का स्रोत है, उस पर अधिक से अधिक अनुसंधान होने चाहिए। पिछले दिनों जो आदित्य मिशन की बात हो रही थी, जिसमें अरविंद रानाडे पुणे के जो एक साइंटिस्ट हैं, उनका एक मिशन चल रहा है, और उस मिशन पर भी काफी चर्चा हुई, और वो सोलर के ऊपर ही है, आदित्य मिशन के ऊपर है। और वेद ने साफ कह रखा है यदि आपको इस देश, इस विश्व की ऊर्जा के साथ जीना है तो वह एक अमर जो ऊर्जा है वह है सोलर, वह है आदित्य। और आदित्य अदिति का पुत्र कहा गया है, और आदित्य नाम इस ब्रह्मांड का है, आदित्य नाम इस नेचर का, इस प्रकृति का है। प्रकृति का एक ऐसा अमर तत्व है कि उसकी ऊर्जा कभी समाप्त नहीं होगी। इसके अलावा और भी बहुत से वैकल्पिक हैं, बहुत से पेड़ पौधे वनस्पतियों से भी ऊर्जा तैयार करने की भी काफ़ी कोशिशें हुई हैं, कहीं सफलता मिली है और कहीं और इस पर अधिक अनुसंधान की भी आवश्यकता है। और एक घर घर में एक बहुत बड़ा ऊर्जा का एक और अक्षय स्रोत है, और वह है कि गैस, गोबर गैस का। ये गोबर हर घर में होता था, कोई समस्या नहीं होती थी, उससे भी ऊर्जा का एक स्रोत हमें एक वैकल्पिक व्यवस्था के रूप में मिलता है। स्रोत तो अनेक है, मनुष्य जितने भी करेगा उतना और होता चला जाएगा। जितना भी हाइड्रोजन का है ये भी एक ऊर्जा का स्रोत है। न्यूक्लियर पावर हम बनाते हैं, वहाँ से भी होता है, लेकिन ये विस्फोटक हो सकते हैं। ये किसी भी समाज, समुदाय, देश, राष्ट्र को नष्ट करने की भी ताकत रखते हैं। लेकिन सोलर एक ऐसा है कि एक आदित्य ऐसा है, सूर्य एक ऐसा है, सूर्य की ऐसी ऊर्जा है जो किसी को नष्ट नहीं करता, अपितु पालन करता है। इसलिए वेद ने स्पष्ट रूप से कह दिया कि ये सूर्य इस विश्व की आत्मा है, इस आत्मा को हम पहचाने। यही इन शब्दों के साथ मैं मदान जी को और वही संजीव लामा और आप सबकी टीम को, गुरु कांगड़ी विश्वविद्यालय ने एक बहुत अच्छा ये इनिशिएटिव लिया है, एक प्रोग्राम रखा है जिसमें सभी विद्वानों को जोड़ा। और मैं समझता हूँ विश्वविद्यालय की एक पहचान है कि नई नई चीज़ों को, इनोवेटिव और जो चीज़ें हैं उनको ला करके समाज के सामने, देश के सामने, सभी एकेडमिक और जगत के सामने ही रखता है। तो मैं इनके लिए बहुत बधाई भी देता हूँ कि आपने इतना बढ़िया एक कार्यक्रम रखा और नए नए विषयों पर रखा। और मदान जी, आप ऐसे ही नई नई चीज़ों को लाइए या अवगत कराइए, अवेयर करिए उन लोगों के लिए कि जो इस पर आगे काम कर सकें, शोध कर सकें। और इससे चूंकि विश्व को जूझना है, ये एक हमारी ज्वलंत एक टॉपिक है, ज्वलंत समस्या भरा एक टॉपिक है, उसको विचार करने के लिए हमको आगे ही आना होगा। इन शब्दों के साथ आप सभी को फिर से बहुत बहुत बधाई और आपका धन्यवाद।
बहुत धन्यवाद सर। ये बिल्कुल सत्य है कि सनातन धर्म में भी हमारे यहाँ सूर्य हमेशा केंद्र में रहे हैं। भगवान सूर्य को हम लोग उपासना करते आए हैं। बस आज हम सूर्य की जो ऊर्जा है उसको रूपांतरित करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में या मैकेनिकल एनर्जी में। सर आपका मार्गदर्शन ऐसा ही हम पर बना रहे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। नाउ आई इनवाइट मिस्टर सुनील कुमार, co-coordinator of this FDP, for vote of thanks.
Thank you, Praveen sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So, respected and our distinguished chief guest of the day, Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari, Regional Officer, Northern Region, AICT, Kanpur. Respected Vice Chancellor, Sir, Gurukul Kangdi Vishwavidyalaya. Respected Examination Control, Sir, Gurukul Kangdi Vishwavidyalaya. Respected Dean, Sir, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Gurukul Kangdi Vishwavidyalaya. Respected Head and Deans of various departments of Gurukul Kangdi Vishwavidyalaya, dear participants and my Gurukul family. I consider it a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful event. I am very thankful to AICT, the sponsor of the faculty development program. Without their generous financial support, it would not have been possible to organize this faculty development.
Sunil ji, please be loud. Please be more loud.
Yes, sir. I am very thankful to AICT, the sponsor of this faculty development program. Without their generous financial supports, it would not have been possible to organize this FDP. I'm sure that AICT will continue to provide this generous support in the future also. I'm thankful to Dr. Manoj Kumar Tiwari sir for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest of the valedictory function. I take this opportunity to express sincere thanks to our Vice Chancellor sir, the dynamic and flexible person in all academic matter, for gracing the occasion. His presence today in this occasion has immensely enhanced his importance. I express my deep gratitude to our Honorable Examination Control sir for guidance to us in all our activities, ensure that we always do the right thing in the right way. I would also like to thank Honorable Dean sir for this inspiring mentorship, moral support and guidance. I would like to acknowledge and thank our resource persons from various reputed institutes like IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi, Delhi Technical University, Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal, and the name is Dr. Siddharth Jain, Dr. Gaurav Dwivedi, Dr. Jeevan Tirkhe sir, Dr. M. Suresh, Dr. Anand Jaiswal, Dr. Anil Kumar, Dr. Rintu Banerjee, Dr. Indraj Singh, Dr. Varun Pratap Singh, Dr. R.P. Saini sir, Dr. M.R. Ravi sir, and Dr. Sangeeta Madan ma'am. I really thanks Pankaj Kaushik ji, Hemant Negi ji, and whole media for coverage the event. In continuation, I thanks Dr. Mayank Agarwal, Dr. Shobhit Srivastav, Dr. Nishant Kumar, Dr. Suyash Bhardwaj, Mr. Yogesh, Mr. Vikas Deshwal, Mr. Anirudh Yadav, Mr. Apurv, Mr. Kavinder for their continuous support. My thanks also goes to all the Gurukul family. Finally, the wonderful participants who have turned up in such a good numbers, not only from Gurukul but also from all over India. We thank you so much for your cooperation. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. Over to you, Pandey sir.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सुनील सर। और इस तरह आज हम फाइनली जो है ये वैलिडिक्टरी सेशन समाप्त करने से पहले हम लोग शांति पाठ करेंगे और उसके बाद ही हमारा समापन समारोह कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। शांति पाठ के लिए जो लोग अनम्यूट करके आना चाहते हैं वो भी आ जाएं। ठीक है, शांति पाठ। ओम दो शांति अंतरिक्षम शांति पृथ्वी शांति शांति, औषधयः शांति,
वनस्पतयः
शांति, देवः शांतिः, सर्वं शांतिः, शान्तिरेव शान्ति, सामा शान्तिरेधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
तिवारी साहब का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। Thank you.
धन्यवाद सर।